Discourse is a popular platform used by many people and companies across different fields to power their online forums and communities. Some notable Discourse customers include Wise, Anchor, Zoom, Unreal Engine, Brave, and even Docker. The software is open-sourced, operating under version 2 of the GNU GPL, and offers lots of flexibility to its customers. Overall, it's a decent alternative to other less private options such as Discord. However, there are certain concerns with the platform. Specifically, the ability for admins and moderators to see a user's IP address and registered email address. You might be thinking to yourself, "I don't get it. What's the big deal?" The potential danger is that of doxing users. For those who aren't aware, doxing is where someone maliciously releases a user's real-life identity. This includes things like real name, physical address, phone number, etc. Oftentimes this leads to stalking and swatting incidents. Okay, so how does an IP address fit into the mix? Your IP address is tied to your physical location. Once they know it, they can trick your internet provider into revealing personal information about you using social engineering tactics or directly hacking the provider. Kaspersky gives the example of filing a complaint against the owner of a specific IP address in order to obtain your personal information. This could take the form of a copyright infringement complaint against the owner. This not only would affect the targeted individual, but also family and friends who could be subjected to harassment. Let's put it another way. Let's say one of Techlore's moderators doesn't like my content and wants to harass me until I quit making videos. They see the IP address associated with my account and perform a little detective work to dig up my real identity. They begin harassing me and my family via email, postal mail, phone calls, etc. Then they share my information with other forum members who dislike me, getting even more people to continue harassing me. Even death threats wouldn't be out of the realm of possibilities. Just to be clear, this hasn't happened to me personally. However, it's become a very real situation for many internet personalities on YouTube. Even if the person doing the doxing doesn't perform the harassment themselves, all it takes is one disgruntled fan to take matters into their own hands.
I have no ill intentions.
SSSniperWolf, you showed up to our home tonight and filmed it for your 5 million plus Instagram followers to see. That's called doxing. The harassing you claim I've been doing is documenting recent examples of you stealing creators' content, stealing jokes, and failing to provide transformative commentary. Obviously it struck a nerve, but wow. Doxing me was not on my bingo card. There is no reality where you're in the right here. By the 15th of October, Jack released a video statement on the incident urging YouTube to deplatform Leah in order to prevent this type of behavior from her and other creators that would deem it necessary to stalk their critics.
I've been critical of her content, but that does not equate to harassment. What is harassment is coming to our home, sharing it for millions to see, and taunting me to come out. YouTube needs to take swift action and ban her from the platform ASAP. And the same goes for Instagram. Speaking of, SSniperWolf is already making light of the situation, as if stalking someone is a quirky thing to do. No one should feel unsafe in their own home. And thanks to SSniperWolf, my wife and I now do. So YouTube, please do the right thing. Get her off the platform. Anyone who weaponizes their fan base like she did does not deserve a space here.
Even other customers have brought up the issue of moderator access to Discourse on multiple occasions. Sadly, there is currently no such setting to toggle, and there are no current plans to add such a setting. According to Discourse, the only way to prevent a user from viewing IP addresses is to put them at a trust level below moderator. But this also reduces the privileges the user is allowed. As pointed out by other comments, this all-or-nothing approach is frustrating for admins who want to bring on moderators while protecting the privacy of their community. What's equally frustrating is there is a setting to prevent moderators from viewing email addresses. Another issue is the inability for users to delete their accounts. Instead, users must email an admin to request their account to be deleted. Once again, this has been brought up on the Discourse forums. However, this time Discourse defends it as an intentional feature in order to keep continuity within a thread. So, unless you've only made 1 to 2 posts, you cannot delete your account without requesting it. The funny thing is this contradicts a thread from the Techlore forum on the same issue. A user mentions they have a self-delete option on another Discourse forum, and Jonah seems surprised. But of course, his tune changes in the later posts and he regurgitates Discourse's reasoning as if it's his own original thought. And in Techlore fashion, Jonah has to patronize the poster to the point of gaslighting them. Tying this all together, I think it's pretty clear that forums based on Discourse are not as privacy-friendly as they're made out to be. This ironically includes the Techlore forum and Privacy Guides forum. This can be solved by masking your IP address with a VPN and using an alias email address. However, it's concerning that this information isn't disclosed upfront to viewers, but instead buried within their own forum threads. Kind of makes you wonder what other dirty secrets are being obscured. It's important to note that I'm not telling everyone to bash or boycott Discourse. Quite the opposite. All I'm saying is to use caution when interacting with these forums, especially if your posts go against the popular opinions of the forum hosts and moderators.